Call Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Okakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who are learning the truth from via the internet, and shalom to the brothers that's out here. Prophesy, making it by the living sacrifice, waking up the elect so we can get out of here. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the 1/3 who make it. The Lord will have mercy on latter days. And the Israelite foreigners, those that may look at the other nations, but bloodline goes back to the father, who is Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, according to the scriptures. But anyways, this is like it's gonna be a little bit of freestyle lesson. Basically, like a thought, on Jacob Trouble. Which I saw a video. I'm like, oh, hey, we're near. And like Esau was planning something, But it's back when out and I was out there and I saw the news, right? They're talking about gun laws, and it's funny how this thing happened. It's been a while since the shootings, and it happened I don't know during right after COVID, after they changed their plan and tried to do something else with it. And I was like, it's kind of suspicious why they're pushing so, and they're pushing harder than before. But obviously it's not going to work because, for Jacob Trouble, it has to be chaos. And after the chaos, it has to be a sword, So they're going to end up, sending troops, with all these scenarios they're creating, try to pass these laws to disarm civilians so they can defend themselves in the coming times. But they're also training soldiers, for something, that's coming around the summer, in a few months. Who knows? It might be earlier. It could be in the summer or beginning of fall. Who knows? Only how Shai could tell. And you have this ominous feeling in the air, this anxiety. This shit don't feel right. Something is off. And that's because, we're approaching, you ain't see gas prices rising. It continues rising, inflation continues rising. You can't do nothing about it until they'll leave you to fend for yourselves. And that's what's gonna cause fire to the field, Jacob Trouble. And I think there was I saw in the news, I think on CNN, there was like a protest over the gas prices, But anyway, let me get Daniel 1. Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. It's talking about specific people. Why is Michael going to stand up? Because it's going to be a time like that before. And you're going to get into that. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people, the lowest people of the Israelites, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. That book is the book of life. Anyone that's of the elect, basically. Was predestinated to repent, to wake up to who they are, repent, and be delivered out of Babylon the Great. Now it's simple. Michael's gonna stand up because it's gonna be a time. Lord gonna have to send angels to look after the elect. Because they're gonna come into some crazy times, man. It's gonna be death everywhere you go. 1,000 shall fall down by right hand, another 1,000 on that other side. I'm roughly paraphrasing it, But basically, you're gonna be dying left and right and getting shot up, dying of diseases, etc. But if you're the elect, you're not gonna be touched. That's what you're striving for. And you want to be. That's why you try to keep the laws to your best ability. But we know we're in this kingdom. You might go off, or you might have some requirements for your job, or whatever the case may be. But we're not doing that willingly, just for the fun of it. Like these people out here, they know, but they're doing it willingly, and they enjoy doing it. They enjoy wickedness. We're praying, fasting, we're keeping the Sabbath. Do everything in our best ability that the Lord says to do. So we can make it out of here, because you don't want that Isaiah 34, man. You don't want to be destroyed. And come nuclear destruction. And all these things gonna lead to the second Esdras, chapter 15. It's lucky. I'm trying to get my thoughts. Psalm 15, it's like 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yeah, all the unfaithful in the society, the heathen and our people shall die in their unfaithfulness. And they've been hearing the warnings, they be telling them what's coming, but not those that some still won't listen. They don't believe these words are true, even when it's happening in front of their eyes. So the Lord's gonna destroy them. What's going to say? You learn after death by pain. Pain is the best teacher. So when the Lord released all this hell, when his troubles come, when Jacob's trouble hit, they realize, oh shit. Remember them guys who was warning us about this? We didn't take heed. Remember the videos I can't call? We didn't take heed. I want to say the name, Lord's name was. They're not gonna remember. And even if you do remember, like, it wasn't the truth, and then you fell out, like you stopped believing, you go back to you change the true doctrine, you return back to lies. Nigga, it's a wrap. If you didn't come back and repent and come back, then you're not gonna be able to do it. And Jacob's trouble, even if you do know the name, ultimately it comes down to if you are chosen or not. That's it. That's the scary shit, man. That's the scary part. It's like, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Hey, Lord said he bring sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. He not bringing peace. Peace after we get the kingdom. That's it. After Yahushua, when Yahushua is ruling, and our people rule, and at the top, and the elected, and the government, the heavenly government. Because it's gonna be ranks and statuses in the kingdom. Some gonna be higher than others. That's how it is. And when the rulership is set, Israelite rulership, starting with Yahushua and down to King David, that's when you're gonna reach peace. But for now, right now what's coming is peace. It's not peace. Right now what's coming is the end of the world, of this world. When I say end of the world, of this world, meaning Esau's kingdom. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, if you're paraphrasing. And the Lord said he bringing plagues. You know why? He said, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, they did all the wickedness they could, they could muster. They even reached new levels that you haven't seen. Back then, I don't know what happened back then, in Sodom and Gomorrah, they cut their dicks off or whatever. Now they were just doing some sleeping, with men, and raping men, but Esau and this kingdom, we surpassed that, now they cutting their rods off. Out of their mind, but it says, I will hold my tongue. The Lord said, I'm not holding my tongue no more. He said, I'll hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. And I ain't gonna hold back, And enough is enough. That's what Yahweh is saying. Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. Who the soul of the just is Israel? Complaining. That's what some say a mark upon the forehead of men that sigh and cry. These are the the ones that complain, I want to get out of here. When Yahweh tried to return so they can get the kingdom. Those are the ones that sighing and crying. They're not comfortable here. They know that something better is coming. You're not gonna settle for less. Like 2/3 of our people. Really, it's not. It's for some. It's probably they too relaxed. They get money in this kingdom. First of all, when you die, shit don't go with you, and you waste your whole life doing wickedness that you're gonna pay because you come back after a few generations. 2, you get old, man. In the kingdom, we're not gonna get old. Like you're not gonna be able to do certain activity. It's not even a contest, man. The kingdom's gonna be way time, but really, people don't want to go through that process. Because Esau's process is destroy everything, so he could rule in his wickedness. Lord's problem is destroy everything, so you could rule in righteousness. You're gonna go through difficulty and pain. They think, sticking on Esau's side, you're gonna avoid pain. No, you're gonna be worse, and you're not gonna have help for that pain, because the Lord is gonna protect His elect, and then Jacob's trouble. He did say His servant shall eat. Let me get that. Yeah, Isaiah 65:13 says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." So the Lord's gonna take up His elect in this day. Staying on Esau's side, you fucked. Not only are you gonna suffer, regardless. I think He wants His kingdom, because the Lord is in control of it. The Lord wants this shit out of here. It's out of here. He wants His kingdom destroyed. It's destroyed. There's not one that resisted His will so far, man. All the things prophesied, fall of Babylon, Persian Empire, all this stuff. The ancient. I'm talking about ancient Babylon, New Babylon, not this Babylon. Not this surname Babylon. I'm talking about the original, the OG. Yeah. Yeah. If the Lord want that shit out, it's out, my guy. Yeah, you ain't nothing you can do about it. Either you out, you going out. When you going out, you going through His door, or you going through Esau's door. Whatever door you go through, it's shut behind you. You can't just go back. If you go back, where you gonna go back to? You're gonna get destroyed. It's like if you take a chip, you put it at Esau's door, you try to go back, take it out, your Lord's gonna destroy you. You got nothing to go back to. If you were in the truth and you get out, you got in, then you got out, you went back into the world, destruction, the Lord's gonna destroy you. There's no going back. Whatever path you take is a path you have to continue. Right now we're in the grace, you still have a chance, to repent, but it's coming to a close. When I'm talking about that, when that door is shut behind you, whatever room you're at, in the right hand room, which is the Lord, left hand room is the wicked. Wherever room, the door you open, and the door is closing behind you right now. You open the door, closing behind you. No, the door is closing right now. And if you don't enter in either door, you just get crushed in the middle. It's between the good and the wicked. That's what's bad before. Esau, his technology, army, versus the Lord and His elect and the angel. By the sound of that, who do you think is gonna win? Extraterrestrial being and men with spiritual powers, with a God, Son of God, Yahushua, His top angels, four-dimensional being versus physical, outdated compared to the chariots, and call no man. Which do you think is size gonna win? You need a brain. You tell a 5-year-old and they don't know which one. You don't need a brain surgeon to know which side. And who determined the outcome? His father, Yahweh. So you know what side you want. Now is the time. I will hold my tongue. I'm talking about the Israelites. Because the heathen, you can't repent anyway. Unless you're an Israelite foreigner, which then for you not a heathen. You just look like a heathen. You might have some features, but your dad on his line goes back, or your spirit resonate, scriptures, and wherever the chip may fall, it falls, man. We don't know. We don't know about we know physically. That's how it goes, because there's tears. There's tears, Just because you're a certain skin color doesn't mean, if that race, everybody have melanin. It's about the spirit and, the bloodline. So, certain characteristics, He said, and therefore, let's go to 2 15:9. And therefore, says Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto all the innocent blood. Let's jump down, Verse 14 said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up fight against another, and the swords in their hand. Yeah, people gonna fight against each other for food, you know, for territory, you know, for boundaries. They're gonna be guarding their house with a shotgun in hand or whatever they at. You know, they're gonna be robbing people. They're gonna be doing all type of shit. Just start simple, and they're gonna stand up against their own government. You know, they're gonna be tired of the bullshit. And the gas price already got people in hysteria. Got people panicking. He says, man shot. Okay. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and the destruction that are nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Civil war, you know. And swords in their hand, for there shall be sedition among men. Yep. Civil war, you know. Invading one another, they're gonna be popping up in your house, you rob your shit, say, come up out of here, you know. Get your ass out. They're gonna be, hey, you got 5 seconds to step the fuck out. Are we coming in? Type shit, man. It's also the martial law troops. Them niggas gonna be knocking doors down. And they shall not regard their kings, no princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their body. They ain't gonna care about no government, no status. No, you know what of what? No, I'm a CEO. They don't give a fuck. You can't. They don't give a fuck. That's why these politicians with them are dipping their bunkers and shit, cause they ain't coming after them, especially when the gas prices go high. Except for because the privacy shall be troubled, and houses and shall destroy. The man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread for great tribulation. Yep, there's gonna be lack of food, lack of bread, tribulation, troubles. Not gonna have a place to rest your head. Everybody gonna be pilgrims, you know. But the difference is, the men of the Lord are gonna have, you know, gonna be help. It says, "My right hand shall not spare the sinners. My sword." That's verse 22. My sword shall not cease from them that shed innocent blood, the heathen and Esau especially. 2/3 of our people. You know. Fire is gone forth from his wrath and has consumed in the foundation of the earth, and the sinners with like the straw that is kindled. The nuke's gonna take care of that. Right? Destroy the fire. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. There's a Lord not gonna spare any sinner. That day, man. Dude, this is the best time to repent. This is the best time to repent. Now let's get Second Esdras 16 and 38. As when a woman with child. Okay, 37. It said, behold, the plagues draw nigh. Yeah, you could read it. It's only 2 years. With that, shalom.